Welcome back to Lebo Koi, folks and girls. So I was running through this video. What I'm going to be up to is I'm going to be fixing the air source heat pump from the last video. Now I've got the board back. The run through things like repaired on it. It showed me what it's repairing. 3 coats lacquer, special lacquer goes on for coated for being outside. So we'll get this top whipped off and put back on, and I'll show you a few things what I'm going to do. So I'll turn you around and I'll show you. Yeah, get this top whipped off. We'll get the board. It's out to the car. We'll try and get it sorted. All being well, fingers crossed we're sorted, it's going to work. I'm going to eventually put a bit of roof from over the top of here, just flat some away so water's not dead, because water's dripping off here, or some sort of a guttering or something like that. So regarding the filter house, we're all just about sorted. That's all blocked off and sorted. Auto feeders put into here now from over there, so that's all connected into here now, sorted. Other socket made up, and 2 pumps in here, and the air pumps here for this, so I might find a shelf for this. Right, so this is still weeping. Put plenty of PTF tape around it, but you can see it's still weeping a bit. I will do some back flushing on this again, because we were chlorine it the other day, so I'm still getting chlorine a bit of water, but we'll also see. Also show what else I've ordered. That's turned up. I need to make some tidy up in here. So there's it. So I've ordered some so did bicarb soda and all these, because I was getting low on the last bag, so I ordered another bag of this, 25 kilo. I think it went to about 34 quid, so that should last me, I think it lasted about a year and a half, something like that. But goodbye. Don't look at the box, I'm not feeding Takazumi, it's just food left on, I think it's Nutrimares and a bit a Daiichi food or something I call it. I can't remember. Not feeding everything because I don't want temperature sat out as such. I've got Sankey here, that's got slightly a mark on the side. You might just see it, just there, look, just there, look. I might take it out and give it a topical treatment and give me a scrape, because we haven't eaten off anything and all sorts. It's upset a few things, I think. So I think I might need to do some scrapes and find out what's going on and make sure the chlorine's alright in pond, but yeah, so we'll nip down now. I'll take with me and I will get the board out to the car. So we'll get this fitted. So there we have it, it's all in there, look, all sorted. You don't necessarily have to eat your pond, but I like to eat pond to keep temperature stable. Not about heating crazy, it's about just you're in control and stable, so no temperature stable swing, so that's the reason why I eat. And it does work well, because last year I had no parasite problems, but this year looks like I've had some issues or something. Need to investigate. Yeah, so a bit of spaghetti junction, because I had to mark all these up and number them all, so I know exactly to connect all these back in. Don't know why they don't come off at board, just the three or four connectors in there, like that. They don't pop on, they don't pop off. Even the guy said they're not meant to come off. I don't know if it's sort like these connectors. I don't know if they're meant to be stayed on to keep waterproof or something like that, and they're being sealed and lacquered or something, I don't know. So yeah, there's all these to fit, all these gubbins put back on, so we'll see how we go. So yeah, so I'll pick you when I get something done. Yeah, so top comes off like that, and the board's going to sit back in here and get all these connectors back on here, wire all this back up. I'm going to take the front off as well, so I give you a bit more access. So I won't go too much serious into filming this, but this is me fixing this. It's not a tutorial video showing you how to fix things. If you want to copy like me, it's off your own back. I'm not saying do what I do, it's just what I'm hopefully get this sorted and fixed, so I'm going to get this put back in. I will get this sorted, so I'm getting this front off. I believe there's 1, 2, 3 bolts down there. Another 1, 2, 3 bolts there to take off, so we'll have a look at that and we'll do that. As you can see, it's a fiddly job trying to get these connectors back onto here and connecting up. Much room here to play with, but they're lucky enough. I've numbered them all, so I know which one goes where and where goes what. I took lots of photos, makes life a lot easier to find where these bloody go. So one left to go back onto there, then a grounding wire somewhere to find it, and it goes on there. So yeah, well, we're all wired back in connectors. That was very daunting, so if you're a bit unnerving, sure, I won't attempt any of this, but anyway, it's all connected back in. I've got this surround to go back around that, but just to make sure, I've double checked everything, it's all connected and rolling, so I'm going to go for the fire up. The only one thing concern is I think I put 2 white wires on the wrong way around for the fan, but I spoke to somebody and he says there are two one things, it'll work or it'll just hum. If it's hum, you know, it's just humming it wrong way around, so turn it off and just swap them round. So I've just double checked, everything's all connected, and there's no wire left off, and everything is all back and running. And all I've got to do now is extension cable to unplug one of these and plug that out of there. And leave that off, and that's a plug for the heater. And all I can do is just see what's been happening. There you go, plugged in, wired up, 13, so I'm going to click this to 14 actually. And I'm going to see if this fan's going to kick in or not. Oh, sorry, not 13, I'll do it to nothing as yet. I'll get back to you in a minute. Okay, that's board took back out, and I shall get him to go over this again. You think they make it easier by just taking a little white, you know, these little clips pull off here. They don't pull off, they're stuck and glued in on fitted, they don't come off. You take all these little cables off, every single one by one, and make sure they're all marked up. Label and done. So yeah, so it's all out, and we'll take this, put it back together best we can, and put a lid on, and then I shall leave it and take it back to him tomorrow, and he can have a look at it. So yeah, right, I've had this board whipped out again. I've had it tucked back into the place I've already repaired, and he's had a look at it. He come first originally to have a look at the board like this, and just with a thermal camera see if any heat sink spots or anywhere on the board or like that. So he found a couple of areas here what were cold spots. Anyway, took it back to him and he's had a look at it again. He said he can't sit on my board. But anyway, plugged it back all in and wired it all back in with all these choppy wire and everything. Got it all wired back in, and then put it on. I get red light flashing on board somewhere around here. The green light comes on. There's a red light, blinks 4 times. So that's the green light there, I think. There. Red light somewhere around here. So indicate so it's not working. So I tried AI in it and all that, googling it, so it could be a fan. So I should turn it off, leave it 10 minutes, reset. So I left it 10 minutes, turned off to decharge all the capacitors out in it, set it at higher temperature, and then ramp my heater up to put some flow through, make sure the sensor's not stuck in anything like that flow. But there's no error code one to start with. Try and manually turn the fan, just try and kick it and see if it'll work. Nothing. Then I get a message code saying IMV DC lesser voltage or something. So there's something somewhere I'm not getting power to, but I checked all these connectors, make sure all these are wired in properly done. So I ain't got a clue, so I don't know what the problem is with this. So it looks like getting the aircon specialist back out, tell them like having a look at this board, have a look at the air source heat pump and see if you can find out. It could be a faulty fan or it could be something, but there's something on board that's kicking safe into safe mode or something stopped from something knackering up, but there's something somewhere not working. So I was getting a very expensive just paperweight, so I don't know what's causing the problem. Unless it's a flow switch or something, but I don't know. There's no code as such coming on. I think part of that lesser voltage, so I need to get it back out and have a look at it. So I'm going to put it back together and lock up, put it all covered up back together again and leave it, and then I have to ring him on Monday because it's Friday now, so Monday for him to come out and to see if he can have a play with this and get it working for me, but if not, it's useless. I know I'll be careful. I spent 360 odd quid up to now on this bloody thing, and then if I start spending any more, I'm getting towards where to buy a new heater. But it should last more than frigging 4 years, surely. It's only been on 4 years, so it should last more than 4 years. So I'm not happy it's only lasted up to now 4 years. So yeah, so get back to you in a bit. So yeah, on here, so I'm gonna type in 855 bingo. So what I'm gonna do now is download this. So what it's doing now is download all the software off the board in here onto this screen. So when I put my new board in, I can upload all the parameters and everything back onto this board. But I need to look at some reason why this will not go any lower, but I have to do research on that after. But anyway, so that's all uploaded, but it's not kicking or anything. There's no fault in it, it couldn't be lesser voltage on it, some lower voltage. So yeah, I'm waffling on, so I'm gonna get this whipped off and get this board changed. I can, and I'll get back to you when I can. So you can see a lot of wires to take apart off here. Wire disconnect this panel off here, the main panel, the screen, all that's off, everything's off. All these wires on here, connected on here. So everything wires take off, and the main wires into here for live, neutral and live take off. There's all the disconnected to be deconnected. Crucial if you decide to repair your own. If you have one similar to mine, the Thermaltake 9 kilowatt, same as this. Any same issues. So I've done all the troubleshooting by having the board repaired and realising it hasn't worked. So to save you money, go and buy a brand new board. I think it was 480, 460, something like that. I can't remember what it were. So yeah. So just it's pretty straightforward. Make sure you label them all up to each one, so you know which one goes like 5, and label them all up. The new one does not come with no labels on, so you have to figure it out yourself, cross-referencing from what you saved on here onto that one. So yeah, short film rest of it, we'll get this apart. Yeah, like I said, it's very daunting at first taking all these wires off and taking them apart, but I'm gonna say that, put that probably on top of that for reference. So yeah, it was somewhere around here at the board repaired here, as you can see. But yeah, just make sure when you do turn it off, leave it a good half hour, even 24 hours would be better. Just make sure all the capacitors in here are all drained, so you don't cause a short on yourself or electrical yourself with these in here. But yeah, so just basically tracing all these wires to the connectors now and swapping, marking the new ones up with some trusty old masking tape. Swap over to find which one you with, but I'll get these marked up, unwrap that and have a look, shall we? Right, we've got a small problem. This case is completely different to my casing, and also see down in the part number on here, it's different to what I got. Mine ending 30, this is 29, and one number slightly different here, so I wanted to send it wrong board out. And also it's got extra earthing wire onto it, so, and that's got like a loop wire fitting where it shouldn't be. That probably till it come out and will go into that one. And I think earthing wire can double up onto these, so the only earthing wire, so it shouldn't make much difference. But so for argument's sake, what I'm going to do is now plug the lid back on, close it all up, and then leave for tonight and get a ring tomorrow and make sure, because I don't want to fit in this board and turn it on, make it go bang or damage this brand new board, damage this, then I could knacker something by doing something. So I'm better off, in a sense, just leave it off for now and come and we'll have a look around them to make sure we'll be on the safe side as well. So I'll just try and compare if I can. Oh, it's a bit awkward, really. So yeah, the casing's different, and we've got an extra earthing wire down here somewhere, and try and find it on here, number 2 if I can. There it is, number 2. That's not it. That's the one there, number 2. And there, look. And that one. But when I look at this one here, it's got a joining on that one. And put it back on together if I can. Excuse me a minute while I just get it right away without. Anyway, so I'll put the cage back on when I can. So yeah, this cover's different to that one, connected this and that one, so just turn it over if I can. See there, number ending 30, and there, numbers just different, just there, look, to this one. So look on this one. Ending 29. See, and then this number is different, just here, look, at the bottom. So we are different. So yeah, so I'm gonna give him another ring tomorrow and make sure, because I don't want to fit this. If I fit that, it's not right, and I burn this board out, then it's costing me. So I'm always better on the safe side, double check to make sure. So yeah, we're gonna put this into here, leave it in here for now, and ring him tomorrow and compare with different numbers. So there ain't much more I can do with that. So I'll get this lot back up for tonight. Like I said, one there with a couple of hit damage scales. So I need to go through these and have a look and scrape probably. One there as well, just there, look. So I don't know what it is, you know what I mean, but I couldn't find out on scrape as such. So yeah, so I need to go through and double check, make sure water parameters are alright. If it's just, I don't know what it could be, but yeah, so I'm waffling on a bit now, so give it a bit, waffling on a bit. So yeah, go back on here, leave this for now, put that back in there, and I'll get back to you when get some more better news. We're not going to fit this and damage it, so yeah, so I'll get back to you in a bit. Bye. So right, I rung Pulse for Heat, or Heat for Pulse, what they call them, and to confirm if that right board sent me out. It was the wrong board, so I had to wait another 3-4 days to send me another board out. They said I should have posted it over the weekend, just gone, because we're on what date today? 13th in it of May. So they should have posted it out. It should have been here Saturday just gone. It wasn't. Trying to chase them up. Monday, and it come yesterday, Tuesday. So I do like it. It is a new same board. So I had to wire all these back up again and number them all. So look like we're all sorted. So yeah, I'll get it plumbed back in and see if we get it working. Oh boy, with detail, I'm putting all this in and trying to film it because you see me take it apart a few times. Plug all these back in, get this sorted. So yeah, I'll catch you in a bit. Right, moment of truth. All back on, covers on, done and dusted. Right, I'm going to see if this will work now. So you plug my air pump on here. And then plug this one back in here. Oh, that's a bleep. Let's see if it works. Right, this you've got on here. Right, let's have a look. Oops. Alright. Temperature 11, so I can't change this down on here. So got this control panel here, different things we can alter on here. So I press 880 or 0888. I forgot the code on here to press. So when you put the board back in here, you type this code in. I think you're at 880 or 088, something like that, or 88 088 880. Anyway, I don't want it where the code put on here, so you have to download the software off your old board before you take it out. Download it onto that, then when you download it onto this screen here, then you have to upload. I'll just see if I can get onto it, give me a minute. Right, I found the code. 855, press that, and it comes to upload or download. So you want to download off the board. That's not the new board, what's in the old board while it's still in. Download that, it downloads to this screen here. When you put your new board in, you press upload, you do all that. Because I've done all this, I don't need to change it again. So on this now, because I cannot lower this heater down to 10 or anything lower, so I need to go two different settings you can change on here. So I need to go to 6 and it brings up this settings here. So we need to go to over here to number, oops, right, let's have a look on this. Right, heating. Bear me a sec while I'll try and find it. There you go. H22, compressor low temperature, 15 Celsius. Right, just let me get back to which setting this should be, because I've saved it. Right, yeah, so we scan all the way to here. It says minimum heat R10 on the minimum heat. I'll click on that. Click down to 10. Now that has changed that. So when I click out of this home now, Hey voila, so I can heat to 10 now, lowest 10, so sat at 11, so I'm going to heat that to 12. Right, we're going to see if this is going to kick in and work. So bear with me, see if the fan kicks in. I'll get a few seconds, it should kick in. All being well, it's going to work. There you go. So yes, so can we fix this heater? Yes we can. So have I saved money by not buying a brand new heater? I have, but it's been a costly, at the minute, costly effect at what it cost me, because it cost me $250 or $280 to have the old board repaired, what did not work. So I had to buy a brand new board. So if you've got one of these machines and it ever packs in with over voltage or lower voltage, that means the board in here is more or less faulty. So that should, this board here, look, here's the old board. Like I said, that board's faulty, so you're better off paying the money. I think it was $460 to get the board repaired, changed, sorry, and swap it. So easy enough to do, screws out the top and take it off, but I showed you that previous. So yeah, all running, and Bob's your uncle. Just going to set the Wi-Fi back up. I'm having trouble not connected to the Wi-Fi, so yeah, all up and running now and working. So hopefully we'll see how this goes in 24 hours and see if it still works, but touch wood, should be alright. So yeah, so I'll leave it on this video. So if you like the video, thumbs up. If you want to see more videos, hit the subscribe button, drop us a message. If you have any problem with your heater, if I can help you out, I will do, because I'm spent a lot of time working on this, so I know a bit around it now. So yeah, so see you in the next one, guys. Thank you very much, bye.